Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. And real quick, I want to go ahead and finish up talking about the Blair Witch Project. We took a look at the new releases for the Blair Witch Project earlier in the week. We talked about Book of Shadows as well. But let's go ahead and finish things up and let's talk about Blair Witch from 2016. Now, I really enjoy this film, and I think it's a film that kind of flies under the radar as far as the Blair Witch Project franchise goes. And, unlike the Paranormal Activity franchise, where there's many, many entries in there, we don't have a lot. I mean, there was a really long gap in between Book of Shadows and Blair Witch. But I really like this one because to me, I think this one truly, truly feels like a sequel to the Blair Witch Project. It picks up, it has, Heather Donahue's brother, who, he's older now, and he basically has come across potential footage of what happened to his sister and her friends, all the many many years ago in those woods. So, he gathers up three of his friends. They head out to those woods once again, and of course, they stop to meet this couple who are the ones who apparently came across this video footage. And of course, they talk, the brother into, letting them join this crew to go out and, in search, of, and find explanations for what happened out in the woods all those years ago. But of course, things are not what they seem with this couple. And I'm going to leave it at that, just in case people have not seen this film. Because, like I said, I think a lot of people know about Blair Witch Project, obviously. Book of Shadows, infamous or not, many people know about Book of Shadows. But Blair Witch, maybe people, a lot of people don't know about this one. So, to me, what I really like about this film is, with the original, with the first one, there are jump scares. Not a lot, but there are a few. Things are definitely amped up a lot more in this one, and it definitely with the technology. I mean, talking about from the Blair Witch Project to Blair Witch from 2016, the technology that they use, what they use when they go out into those woods, using drones and just having their cell phones. They take they take that into consideration, explaining why things aren't working. Why they're kind of lost in the woods once again when they go out there for this film. And I like I said, with the going back to the jump scares, there are minimum jump scares in this one as well, but there are more than what we got in the first Blair Witch Project. But what they do, like I said, it's minimum, but what they do is very, very effective because it doesn't take you out of it. The Blair Witch Project, you didn't see the witch. You heard noises, but you didn't see the witch. This one shows you a few more things, but like I said, still keeps them to a minimum enough to where it's not going to take you out of it. You still get those feels like you did with the first film. And the acting is fantastic. Everybody just comes off screen on screen just being terrified. The noises they hear, the what they see, because like I said, you do see a few things here and there, but it's so believable and it's so frightening and terrifying. They do a great job taking the original film, that first film, and just bringing it up, many years later, and using that newer technology. And but there's still it's just the way that they explain things is done so well in this film that it just feels like such a great companion piece. I think it's a really solid sequel to where they don't ruin the things, they don't really ruin the mystery of the first Blair Witch Project, and they still keep some things a mystery with this one, exactly, what's going on. And I think it's done perfectly. I mean, to me, I've seen this film three times. I went back the other night and I just wanted to revisit it because it had been a number of years since I'd seen it. But I was picking up on more things. There was more things that I noticed this time around watching it. There's one scene later on in the film where, again, I don't really want to spoil anything, so you could stop the video right now if you want to. Okay, now if you stop the video, you don't want to hear spoilers, but if you do, you want to hear what else I have to say. So there's a scene later on in the film with one of our actresses. She's going up this tree, and I never noticed after watching it, two other times previously. I hadn't noticed. You see something in this shot. Something happens with her while she's climbing this tree, and something interacts with her. And I didn't notice it before in those two previous viewings, but I noticed it this time. And that's the great thing, is when you notice something multiple times later on, you might be like, hey, I've watched a film a million times. There's nothing I haven't seen, but you still want to pick up on something, after watching it so many times. So I enjoyed that, and like I said, I think the acting is really really spot on. I think it goes on par with that original film, and I think it's definitely one that's worth watching. I can't recommend this one enough. It's one film that even if it maybe doesn't hit you the first time, definitely give it another shot because I telling you guys, this one is a solid entry for the Blair Witch Project. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this one an 8 out of 10. I absolutely 100% give this one an 8 out of 10. So, guys, like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance. Definitely go check out Blair Witch in 2016, and I will catch you in another episode. Take care.